In day 180, the poet shows the power and the efficacy that is hidden in the name of Hari, and hence how much faith we are supposed to restore in Hari's name, and to shun off all the doubts that we have about Rama's grace on us. So now, Papa Rupi, evil incarnations, he speaks about that. We'll see. Hari Nama Nemasta Pashanatari Bahutarile Manavi Dehadari Taya Rama Nami Sadhajo Vikalpi Vadena Kada Jivato Paparupi वदेना कदा जीवतो पापरूपी. So here he says, वदेना कदा जीवतो पापरूपी. So he says, even paparupi, if it takes the name, he will be liberated. That's what we have been seeing in the stories of Vajamara and all these things, Hari Nama, Hari's name. You understand? Again and again I keep repeating here. When he says Hari or Rama or Shiva, understand that it is meant in general. It is not in particular Hari alone. Not at Rama alone. No. Any God for that matter. Your Aradhya Daivata, your Gruha Daivata, okay, your Ishta Daivata, anything it could be. They have this. Says Hari Nama, Hari's name, namasta definitely Pashana, stone, Tari, floats. What does it mean? Hari's name definitely stone float. Here we have to go to Ramayana. In Ramayana, we know the construction of the bridge, Setu Bandhan. Correct? So they have come up to that point where they see water in all the three sides. That's called as Dhanushkodi. And the other side of the ocean is the Lanka Rajya, and Lankadishwar is there. In Ashoka Vataki is Sita. And you know the story. Before he could shift her to Ashoka Vatika, first he takes her to the palace. First the aeroplane goes and lands on a hill that is next to his palace, and it takes there, and from there he moves to different places, and finally he places her in Ashoka Vatika. In fact, Mandodari tells him that it is not right. Even even in us, there is a sixth sense which keeps saying that what we are doing is not fair. What we are doing is not right. Many a times it happens. Oh, avoiding good people is not good. Not talking to people who care and love us is not good. When given an invitation to honor it is good, but we reject, You know, I've seen people, they close their door and they keep doing things that says somewhere there is something disturbing which you don't want others to know. Only then you do close doors. You see, most of the things, what feel that it is not right, we don't do it openly. Take it from me. That you do openly, you are fearless. That you do with. So a lot of people ask, "Sir, how to differentiate what is good, what is bad? What you feel like doing openly is always good. Of course, some exceptions are always there. Some people they bulldoze, think that they are doing good. That is a different issue. Some people they raise their voice and talk that they are right. Exceptions, each rule has its own exceptions, as the saying goes. Exceptions are always there. In general, what you do then you feel that others are not seeing or you are not being noticed, then those actions are to be thought over again. What you do in privacy and secrecy should be contemplated upon if they are really good. So now, here Tari, Ashana. So in Sethupai, boulders, they bring boulders, and Hanuman writes the name Ram and puts it on the ocean, puts it in the ocean, then the stone starts to float on. See how wonderful it is. That is the example he says. So when a stone can be kept afloat, then can't our lives be kept afloat? Is what we are supposed to think and contemplate today. बहुतारिले मानवी देहधारी बहु much tarile saved manavi humans dehadari in bodily form. So many stones have been uplifted. The story of Ahalya also. Not only this, you can go back in Aranyakanda, right? Ahalya comes back there. So not only this inanimate, lifeless Jada Padartha, but even millions and millions of humans were also been uplifted. If you go through the stories of all the devotees and bhaktas, you will know, isn't it? You can be the Ramdasis. Of course, here and there they suffered. Other day, a person was, talking to me about this audio where we spoke about those two, that lady and other things. Then what is the use? Whether good or bad, we are uplifted. However we live, he saves. Then why these rules and regulations, do's and don'ts for us? That was really a very intelligent question by that girl. And most of you might be thinking so. Anyhow, Sri Ram is there for us to liberate. Then let us live merrily, happily, my dear friends. That is not happiness. That is actually misery. And to come out of that is also equally difficult. It's just like this. Daily, if you study for 2 hours or 3 hours a day, then the day before the examination, you are free. No tension. And you will come out in flying colors. Just imagine that you didn't plan your academic year properly. The last 1 week will be miserable. Day in and day out, you have to say no eat, no sleep. Think, yes, you will pass. No doubt about it. But do we need that? There should be a systematic approach towards life in every aspect. Therefore, we say have a discipline. So, please understand again and again, we have been speaking about moral, culture, values, discipline. One story of this, should not, because we have given tons and tons of stories of other Bhaktavatsalas, how they lived. Why don't you take from them? Oh, Ramdas, in spite of so much of problems, he never gave up on his values. Take those things as motivation, my dear friends. Not that girl who was like this, going with everybody. At the end, she held a parrot, and that is not the right approach. That is not the right approach. That is the reason at times I start to think before talking, because I don't know what you take. Because my intention of saying will be something, but your absorption will be entirely different. True. Nice that she talked to me, or else she'll say, no, 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 no. Swamiji said. Hmm. Next. Taya Rama Nami Sadajo Vikalpi. To him, Ramanami, Rama's name, Sada always, Jo who Vikalpi doubting. He says, so to one ever in doubt of Rama's grace, now drop that and speak it is not. That creature is a human disgrace. In spite of having telling so many analogies, so many stories, so many examples, and still if you doubt, then he says it's a disgrace on humans to not have faith in Sri Ram that he is the savior. My dear friends, shrug off the doubt and hold on to Sri Ram. You will be liberated. Thanks for being with.